Simons Corporation, the leader in the design and manufacture of concrete forming products, has developed Steel-Ply, the productive forming system. Simons Steel-Ply is a pre-engineered, reusable, factory-built concrete forming system that may be used in handset or gang form in commercial or residential applications. Steel-Ply can form walls of almost any shape or size, and accessories are available for quick forming of special structures and details like columns and culverts. But whatever the application, you'll find Steel-Ply to be more productive and economical than job-built plywood formwork or other forming systems. High productivity depends on safety. An accident, no matter how minor, can cause job delays and inefficiency, running up costs. That's why Simons Corporation makes safety a primary concern in the design of its systems and products. Every product is designed and tested to be certain that it will perform as intended with appropriate safety allowances. Factory-built systems such as these provide predictable strengths, thereby minimizing the uncertainty that often surrounds handmade, job shop, and job-built equipment. As a concerned participant in the construction industry, Simons Corporation recommends that regular safety meetings be held prior to starting the forming operation and regularly throughout the concrete placement, form stripping, and erection operations. In addition to meetings, all persons involved with the construction should be familiar and in compliance with applicable governmental regulations, codes, and ordinances, as well as the industry safety standards published by the following: American Concrete Institute, American National Standards Institute, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, the Scaffolding, Shoring, and Forming Institute. Since field conditions vary and are beyond the knowledge and control of Simons Corporation, safe and proper use of this product is and must be the responsibility of the user. Let's begin our assembly demonstration of the Steel-Ply system by looking at the basic components used. The principal component that makes the Steel-Ply system work so effectively and with such ease of installation is the wedge bolt. Wedge bolts come in 3 sizes, with each size having its own specific application. 2 identical wedge bolts function as a lock bolt set, one as a connecting bolt, the other as a clamping wedge. Short wedge bolts are used for pilaster forms, and long bolts for narrow filler sections. Steel-Ply panels consist of a rugged steel frame with reinforced corners, plywood facing, and handles for easy transport. A variety of flat ties are available depending on the application. Steel fillers can be used to fill in any dimension from 1, 1.5, and 2-inch increments. Let's take a look at how the Steel-Ply components are assembled. First, the components are laid out as they will be assembled on the sill. The 2x4 sill is connected directly to the footing, or in this case the parking lot. Make sure that the sill has been leveled before erection of the panels begins. Simons recommends wearing gloves, safety shoes, and safety glasses during the panel erection and stripping processes. It's best to begin assembly of the panels at a corner so that the first 2 panels will freestand. Align the 2 panels and insert a flat tie in the slot. Wedge bolts connect the panel to the tie and the panels to one another. It's important to remember that the wedge bolts need only draw forms to the closed joint position. Excessive hammering is not only unnecessary but also greatly increases stripping time. A sufficiently tight wedge bolt connection can be achieved by pushing down on the head of the vertical wedge bolt with one hand while striking the lateral wedge bolt with a hammer. Care should be taken when striking wedge bolts with a hammer during assembly and disassembly. Panels should be nailed down, aligned, and braced on one side of the wall only. This allows the opposing forms to pull out any tie slack without affecting alignment. Position connecting wedge bolts with approximately half of their shaft length projecting through the side rail slots at the prescribed tie positions. The ties are then placed over the ends of the projecting wedge bolts. For pilaster details such as this one, all steel corners and a 12-inch filler are used. In this case, the wedge bolts are turned inward so that they don't strike each other. This is one situation where it is necessary to strike the vertical wedge bolt, but again, avoid excessive hammering. The outside corners have pre-punched holes every 6 inches for fast setup. To form the outside wall, follow the same procedure, again starting at the corner. With Steel-Ply, the panel ties or flat ties connect directly to the panel side rails and their length terminates at that point. The one-piece whaler clamp is the most commonly used method of attaching whalers. This method offers the hook-on advantage at any available adjoining side rail connection slot that is not reserved for a panel tie connection, plus the unique advantage of functioning with two 2x4s or a single 2x4. J-hooks, whaler ties, and two-tie holders are also available depending on the application. The installation of safety eyes on Steel-Ply panels allows for easy attachment of safety belts when it's absolutely necessary to work on the forms, though work platforms are recommended and normally provide more efficient working conditions. Scaffold brackets should be installed where one or more levels of work platforms are required for personnel safety whenever access to forming components or concrete placements necessitates work above grade or deck levels. Use a wedge bolt through the bracket slot in the panel side rails. Lock the wedge bolt with the S-wedge chained to the bracket. Be sure the clevis on the lower end straddles the side rails. There you have it, a reliable method of forming that's easy to install and proven strong and effective. For more information on other applications of the Steel-Ply system, consult the Steel-Ply application guide available from your Simons representative. Simons Corporation has long been recognized as the leader in the design and manufacture of concrete forming products. When your operation demands the best, remember Simons Steel-Ply, the productive forming system.